Hey, I'm Mike.
Hey, I'm Chris.
This is Mike and Chris Reloaded.
Today we've got a huge show for everybody. We're all going to go over about everything about E3. Just keep in mind these are our opinions. People may not agree with us. We may not agree with each other, but we're going to go ahead and talk about all this stuff anyway.
And the first one we're going to talk about is EA. Their big announcement was, they had quite a few announcements, to be honest, but their first one was Titanfall.
Oh yeah. I'll be honest with you, man. I already pre-ordered my copy.
Oh, well, I'm going to pre-order my copy.
In fact, I pre-ordered the collector's edition. I'm just a junkie when it comes to that stuff, I guess.
Well, the big news about Titanfall is going to be its single-player campaign. Or multiplayer. I don't know. I didn't look at that yet.
They have announced multiplayer on the campaign. It could, hopefully it'd be nice, a little co-op campaign.
October 28th, so you can definitely find me on Xbox playing it.
And I do set 3, so if you want to. Also, another thing I like about this on the campaign is a lot of new weapons, new modes, new everything. This is really good, I think.
It's a grab hook thing they added. They showed the demo, and it just looked like you could chinkle a Titan behind it. And
yeah, it looked really good. Also, another big thing this one is cross-platform. So PS4 will get it also.
Yep, and that's a huge step for EA.
Yeah, because I think it was one of those sleeper hits for Microsoft that, you get a game that's strictly multiplayer, you kind of, you're leery about it, but then, you go at it, and they had a huge success enough to make a sequel anyway.
And the next game was Madden 17 announced, and they have 3 new events that they have launched. They have the Challenger, the Premier, and the major events that you can compete in Madden 17. And you can actually win $1 million in the major event.
I have not played a Madden game since like 2009. I might actually just go and do the try.
You should pick it up. Franchise. You play franchise online now.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I'll check it out. I played a little Rusty on it.
And the next game they announced was...
I love Mass Effect. It's one of my favorite games.
It looked amazing. It's got a release date of March 27th, and it's powered by... So, I guess this one, you're going to alien because it's 100 years in the future. They're sending you out to find intelligent life or a new colony for Earth.
I think they're trying to colonize Earth. Something happened with Earth. They're trying to find a new colony for Earth. So it takes place, like you said, 100 years after the third Mass Effect. So no Shepard or nothing, but I think they're supposed to have a few other little tie-ins from the other Mass Effect games. So we'll have to wait and see. But I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to play it. I lied. I said in the previous podcast that I hadn't beaten many games, but I did beat all the Mass Effect games too. So.
Oh yeah. Well, okay. I have not beat the first one. I beat the second and third one.
Oh, well, first one's pretty good. You should replay it.
I probably will. I'm hoping maybe some remastered edition, all 3, I'd buy them.
Yeah, I'd probably buy them too. The next thing EA announced was its EA Originals, which is going to be helping indie game studios in designing new games that are going to be available for launch. And they're actually letting all the indie studios keep all the funds. They're not taking a cut of this. They're just helping indie gamers get off and get going.
That's pretty good. I know Microsoft did something similar a couple years ago about it, where they were bringing people in, letting them design their own games for Microsoft and stuff like that, and then they'd put it up on the store where you can play it and buy it and do whatever. So, of course, this is Microsoft. They probably kept the profit. It's good of EA, of course, for John anyway.
Of course. Game names, new Star Wars game come out, and all content using better game. Yeah, I Star Hunt was more. It failed completely.
Oh, man, I love Star Wars. I love the Battlefront games, but I'm extremely disappointed in the way they handled this game.
Oh, I agree.
Really am. I just feel you should pay all content for stuff that you should get with the original trilogy.
Yeah, $110 was the total fee for the extra DLC, the season pass, and the game. $110.
Yeah, I don't see that. I do own the game. I've never season pass, and I probably never will.
I didn't buy the game. I'm a game flyer. I play as many games as I possibly can. Barely ever beat them, but just play as many as I can.
Oh man.
The next game they announced was Battlefield 1.
This has got me kind of mixed emotions, man. I don't know. I mean, there's some good stuff about it, and not so much good stuff about it. Like I said, I'm kind of mixed up out of this one.
The thing I thought was cool was the weather, where if it was raining with your lens on your scope, there was fun to see it. The weather and every other player will be changing, so it's going to be a different game. You're never going to play the same thing over
That's
again.
pretty good. And the one thing I did like about it also, when I heard, is that the weapons that you get on that, they're not going to be customizable. They're just basically World War I weapons. You're not going to be able to attach some just massive scope or grip or super clip on it or whatever. It's just you're there, so it gives everyone kind of an even playing field too. So that's what I kind of liked about that.
Yeah,
too.
because that's the reason I hate prestiging in games, is because I lose all my weapon upgrades. So this will be a good addition, so I don't have to play prestiging. But pretty much the main focus points of EA's E3 conference. Next up was Bethesda.
There's a few good things coming out of Bethesda. They announced Quake games. Of course, it's PC only, but it's been forever and a day since they've made a Quake game. There is a campaign on it also. Again, if you're a PC gamer, people are probably pretty excited about it. I'm particularly not a PC gamer.
I can't use a mouse.
Well, you can use controllers and stuff with PCs.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that far into it.
Another one that Bethesda had announced was Elder Scrolls Legends, which is pretty interesting because it's, I guess they compare it to Magic the Gathering. I didn't really realize how much of a huge following there is in Magic the Gathering.
Oh yeah, I'm not a Magic the Gathering fan, but I'm a huge card game and board game fan. I have a closet full of games.
But they compare Elder Scrolls Legends to like a Magic the Gathering game based off of all the stuff from Elder Scrolls. So could be interesting. I don't know. I know a few people out there that probably are interested in it. So
if there's a demo or something, I'll play it, and I'll probably end up buying it because I got a friend, Dre Womack, that I play with on Xbox Live, and me and him play card games and all those Corpusson and everything.
Dre, I used to have him on my friends list. I don't think I have him anymore.
Gotta add him.
I would get up with him again.
Yep. The next game they announced was remastered Skyrim,
which I am not going to get.
I'm not going to get either. I've already played it. I beat it. That's nice that you made it look prettier for all of us, but it's not worth spending $60 on to play again.
I mean, come on, Bethesda, seriously. Why are you going to put out another game? The same thing. I get it. It's 60 frames per second, great frame rate, everything else. You added the downloadable content. You added mods to it. That's awesome. But why do you put it out for another $60? I just paid $60 for the one when it first came out, and bought the DLC on top of it. Now I got to pay another $60 to play the same game but look prettier. It's just, it's just like you see some of these other master bands, the Dead Islands and else. Those things come out, that's great. Of course, again, you're getting 2 games with those. Even the Gears of War remaster, it's $4.
Yeah, I agree.
A lot of other stuff that I know with the Elder Scrolls Online. I know a few people that play it. They announced a bunch of stuff with that. It's going to be released in Japan now.
Yep, on June 23rd, it's Japan.
Which is just a couple days away. I know a lot of people in Japan are probably excited about. They announced the One Tamriel, which is going to release capping levels. Everyone can play even party with anybody now.
That's one thing that I thought was sucky, because my friends have already been playing for a while when I picked up the game, and I couldn't get in and do the quests that they did. They had to come back and do quests that I had to work on.
Yeah. See, I've got it, and I think I'm level 12 or 13. I have to start wherever. Expansions they've announced for it. Dark Brotherhood, which is pretty exciting. Everyone loves to be the assassin, so Elder Scrolls Online it seemed like a pretty fun game when I played it. It just seems like one of those games you have to play with a party. But I don't know. I'll probably try and pick maybe the Dark Brotherhood or whatever. But I know also Fallout 4 has some content coming out here pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Fallout 4 content.
I'll be honest with you, man. I haven't even opened my Fallout 4 game yet.
I love that game.
I even have the DLC for it, too. I have yet to even open and play that game. I'm horrible about it, but I will eventually, though.
Like I said this previously, I ruined my Fallout 4. So,
Yeah.
I did the money glitch.
You did. Uh, Dishonored 2 was announced. Looks way better than the first one. I mean, I played the first one pretty good, and I think it looks way better than the first one.
Yeah, well, if you pre-order Dishonored 2, you get Dishonored 1, the definitive edition, with it as well. So, I mean, if you're a Dishonored fan, that's a heck of a deal to go out and do.
Yeah, it looks good. Some of the good things they showed on there looks pretty interesting. Yeah, but Bethesda's big announcement thing that no one really expected. Well, some people hinted about it, but they weren't sure what it was. Right. And look, to me, it's a reboot.
I wonder if we're going to die again and have to hear it.
Little angels. I don't know. It's kind of one of those like me, whatever.
So,
Hopefully, we'll see what it's about. So.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be on my beat.
Be up there with me pretty soon.
Yeah, I play lots of games. I just don't beat them. I can't help myself.
Yeah, you're like me. Except the difference between you and me is I actually own them.
No, I gameplay. There are some few games I buy. I do buy Halo. I buy Gears of War. I buy the AAA games.
The basics.
Yeah, the most important thing. I think that's it. Bethesda.
That's it for pretty much everything with Bethesda.
Well, Ubisoft is all you, man, because I don't have I have it written down, but I don't have it in order. So.
Oh, that's all right. A couple big things coming from Ubisoft. Of course, they announced Watch Dogs 2. I played the first one. I really liked it. The story was really good. Guy basically out for revenge. He was just an expert hacker.
Yeah, I never played the first one. I wanted to, but I just never got around to picking it up and playing it.
Yeah, it's really good. Second one, I don't know what it has to do with I forget the guy's name now. But anyway, they're trying to take down another big hacking group or something out there. So we'll see some more when that comes out. Another big one that everyone's really excited about, and it's just kind of funny to me, but truth be told, I'm kind of excited about it too. But the new South Park game, The Fractured Butthole.
Yeah.
That's spelled Butwhole. So just let people know. But it looks pretty funny if anyone's familiar with Matt Stone and Trey Parker stuff. It's hilarious. They go with the whole Coon and Friends in this one, which is going to be great.
I'm looking forward to playing it. I know if you buy it, you get the Stick of Truth. So if you haven't played the Stick of Truth yet, this is your opportunity to
you can double up on
you can double up. Which Stick of Truth was amazing. I mean, Kim Kardashian's uterus, unborn fetus, as one of the bosses.
Oh
I mean,
God,
you can't make this stuff up on your own. You have to be some kind of special to make this stuff up.
You ain't kidding. A couple other things they announced.
Clancy's been to me, I think.
And I believe this one is, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty positive this one's 4-player co-op also.
Oh, that's good. I mean, because they went away from that.
Yeah, I really liked it before we had it. I mean, I always try to, play the games the way they're meant to be played. If it's stealthy, you gotta try to be stealthy and that. Which is right.
I'm the same way. There's no me. I mean, I stomp my feet going through the house. I cannot walk quietly.
They announced a game called For Honor. I know we were showing. We were looking at that the other day. That's kind of in your range of like your Three Kingdoms, or what's the other one you like?
Romance of the Three Kingdoms.
Well, no, the one where you're fighting all the battles with everybody. You were telling me about it the other day, and I can't even think about it. I've never really played them.
Oh, Dynasty Warriors.
Dynasty Warriors. That's it.
Yeah.
It's kind of along the lines of that. I think samurais,
Vikings,
or Vikings. Yeah. You can choose from, and basically kind of clans or something. So.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan.
So that looks like it's kind of right your alley.
When they Trek Crew,
that looks pretty crazy. And it's just like you control everything, or you have to actually control ship and porting, docking, and stuff like that. You're moving the buttons on the VR and everything. It looks crazy.
That's cool. I'm not buying the VR, but we'll go into that later. We'll go into that later. I'm just not buying the VR. The other thing Ubisoft is doing right now, if you have a PC and are part of their Ubisoft Online, they're giving away a free game every month. And this month they're giving away Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. So if you're
definitely. If you're a PC gamer, by all means take advantage of it. I think you have to have a Ubisoft account.
Yep.
Just go in there and register, and if you don't, and then you'll start getting the games every month. Last thing, course, Division has some content finally coming out. I think next week, the 28th, they got the Underground, and then in September they have another one called I don't remember, Survival. That's what it is.
Well, I'll have to get it back again. I've already sent mine back.
Once again, I bought it. So.
I wanted to play UFC Fight Night 2 or Fight 2 or whatever, UFC 2.
Oh, the one with Ronda Rousey and
Yeah.
Conor McGregor that both lost.
Yep.
The EA curse there.
Yep.
So any of you New England Patriots fans, don't expect to see Gronk pretty soon.
Yeah. So I think that's about all we got. I mean, minus they got the movies coming out.
Yeah, a couple of movies. Watch Dogs movie, Assassin's Creed movie. Yeah, Assassin's Creed, we got Michael Fassbender. I really like him. He's one of my favorite actors. He's kind of a good broad range, so how it is.
And the Warcraft movies become the most successful video game movie in history.
Yes, it has. It surpassed Prince of Persia.
So I'm going to check out Warcraft movie, even though it got bad reviews. I'm going to check it out.
It actually, they said the reviews on it, as far as visually, it was really stunning. It was done beautifully. It was actually, they incorporated a lot of stuff from Warcraft, the game. However, the story was just not there. They didn't know what it was doing. So.
Yeah, that's what I heard was, we have no idea why the orcs are fighting. They're just fighting for some reason. But let's move us on to Xbox, because we got to keep the show flowing. So we
now
can
for the big guns.
The first Xbox announcement was, of course, the Xbox One S. You're going to be able to play, well, it didn't say play, but you're going to be able to watch programs in 4K with your Xbox One Blu-ray player.
And you should be able to watch, not only stream 4K programs, but you'll be able to watch 4K.
Right.
So, which is a pretty big thing, considering to get one of them Blu-rays out nowadays. I think they're about $400 or $500 to buy one of them 4K Blu-rays.
Yeah, and this is going to be starting out at $299. So
for the 500 gig, $349 for the 1 terabyte, and $399 for the 2 terabyte.
If you haven't gotten an Xbox One yet and you're thinking about it, I would go with the 2 terabyte drive.
Yes, definitely.
Because I would spend the money, get the 2 terabyte, unless you're holding out for Project Scorpio. But we'll go into that later. 2 terabyte is where you need to be at. I got a 2 terabyte external hard drive on it, and that thing is amazing.
Yeah, I've got a 1 terabyte external hard drive, and it's still half. I think it's just about half full. So
yeah, it fills up fast. The new Xbox One S is going to have Bluetooth built into the controllers, and the controllers are going to have twice the range as the existing controllers.
What that means to people is that instead of using that little plug-in port for your PC, you could actually just stream it right through your controller, right through your PC, your tablet, or your phone.
I mean, that's cool. I'm happy about the controller range because I play in the living room and literally my kitchen is 5 feet away. If I go get a drink of water, I disconnect. It drives me insane.
Yeah, I know. It's got that. It's got some other features too. It's got the rubberized grip to it now. It's more streamlined, so it's got a lot of new features to it. So the controller is interesting, but again, I got my Xbox One. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I'm not trading in for it. I'm not going to go get one.
They did do away with the Connect port on it. However, you can still connect it through USB. So
right.
If people still want to go connect, you can still go.
Shows how important the Connect is to the Microsoft now, right?
Yeah, definitely. It seems like they're getting away with it a little bit. So
yeah, it needs to go away. The next thing they announced was Gears of War 4.
Oh yeah.
We all knew that was coming because most of us have already played the beta.
Yeah.
So, but this is going to be the first cross-play game that they release. And if you don't know what cross-play game means, that means you're going to be able to play people on your Xbox One who are playing on their PC. And me, this is amazing, but it's actually not the first of its kind. There's a game on the Xbox 360 called Shadowrun. I don't know if you ever played it.
I've heard of it. I've never played it.
Well, you pick between like orcs and stuff, and it's like a first-person shooter game with magic abilities. That was actually a cross-play game for the Xbox 360 and the PC.
I think it is kind of neat, but at the same time, it's not. You get people with who have like a PC or whatever, and they can go and buy the game. Like a lot of times, you get games on PC a lot cheaper and do everything else, and
Mm-hmm.
you can mod stuff differently on PC as you can with Xbox.
Right.
I think it creates a little problems unless they have some sort of like trafficking over it where they can control stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, my biggest thing is what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to reduce the sensitivity of the mouse somehow, because you can move a mouse way faster than you can move a controller joystick.
Yeah.
So
See, with the cross-platform, if the people are playing on PC, you can hook the controller up to the PC anyway, play just right.
I know, but there's some people out there that are really good at shooters with mouse and keyboard.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I know quite a few people that are good with mouse and keyboard.
Another thing, also on the game too, it's now people, if you have the map packs and stuff like that, whoever's hosting the map, everyone else does not need to have the map. So whoever has the map pack that's hosting it, everyone else can join him on that map. So if I have, excuse me, if I have the the maps and everything else, and you don't, but you join my game, you'll be able to play it with me on the maps anyway.
Yeah, with Gears of War 3, I actually got booted quite a few times because I didn't have the map packs. Even though it's not supposed to select games with the map packs I didn't have, it would sometimes, and I'd get booted from the party, and then I'd have to wait out a game, and that drove me crazy.
Yeah, which I think it's pretty good too, because it allows people to just get on there and play and stuff like that. And it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be able to play those maps all the time if your friends aren't on or whatever. But it's kind of neat.
Yeah, the next game that they announced was We Happy Few.
Oh man, this thing I'm kind of actually excited about this one. I watched the trailer on this thing, the gameplay on it. It looks like to me it looks like a creepier version of BioShock.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the trailer shows a guy walking into a room and busts open a pinata, and blood comes out, and there's a little animal there, and everybody starts eating the animal, except for this guy who takes off running. And then all of a sudden, everybody's saying, I think they say that we have a runner.
Yeah. It's almost, to me, it reminds me like there's a movie out called Equilibrium, where they had to take the little pills and stuff to keep themselves equal.
Yeah.
Keep their mental state equal and everything else, where they have no emotions. That's what it reminds me of too, because you got to take your little happy pill, they call it, to stay whatever, to keep them in their little trance state or whatever. Well, this guy just decided not to take it, and things started happening. So that's what it kind of reminds me of, kind of like a little weird steampunk dystopian future type thing.
Yeah, when BioShock was good.
Yeah, definitely.
The next game they announced was Forza Horizon 3.
This is all you, man. I'm not a huge racing fan, so.
I'm not either, but it looked pretty sweet. It had off-road racing, it had regular car racing, it had truck racing. It takes place in Australia. It's going to have 4-player co-op, and it's going to feature cross-play between the PC and the Xbox One as well. So, I mean, I'm not a big racing fan, but this game looks beautiful. I'm telling you, it just looks amazing.
Yeah, I've never been a big racing fan at all. I mean, we talked about this before. That's why I don't really hardly play the Grand Theft Autos. So I just never been a big racing fan.
Yeah. Well, if you did get it, and I'm playing a game and I'm halfway through my race, I can invite you halfway through my race and just jump in immediately now in my race and would be competing with me, right?
What if I beat you? You shouldn't have invited me then.
That would piss me off. I'd probably slap you. But no, this game looks pretty good. Next game they announced was Recore, which is an Xbox exclusive. This game did not impress me at all. I was not excited about this game. It was just like, okay.
No, yeah, it reminds me kind of like a robotic Monster Hunter type game, I guess. You got different little robots. You're going out and hunting things down, chasing things down.
Yeah.
That's just kind of what it reminds me. And I'm just like, I'm with you. I'm just like,
What surprised me next was actually the producers and directors. I don't know if it was producer or director or whatever of Final Fantasy 15. I know we're going to talk about it later, but they actually came out and showed off Final Fantasy 15 at an Xbox conference. which they're pretty much PlayStation, so have always been PlayStation.
Yeah, well, I know Final Fantasy 15 is going to be on both. It's multi-platform and everything
Right.
else. I don't know if they're going to have exclusive content first or not on Xbox. Um, I didn't really see anything on it. I
I didn't
mean, they
either.
did show the big boss battle, which was really neat, but
Yeah, I mean, it looked good. I'm gonna play it. Um, and then pretty much most Xboxes, I mean, most of Xboxes was about their designs, but I mean, they did announce some games like Tekken 7. Um, if you're a Tekken fan, you get Tekken Tag for free.
I know Tekken Tag Team right now.
Oh, can you
They had
download
it
it for
downloaded. You
free?
can download it. Don't forget Halo Wars 2.
Yeah, Halo Wars 2, which Halo Wars 2 is going through a beta right now, so you can actually download Halo Wars 2 and play the beta right now.
It's a RTS game, which is real time strategy. Basically, create armies and stuff like that, buildings and.
I love those games.
My kid loves them. He absolutely loves them. StarCraft is one of his all-time favorites.
Yeah.
He plays the crap out of it all the time.
My favorite, Sins of a Solar Empire.
Oh, well.
Right. But their big news was Dead Rising 4.
Oh, yes.
I know this is your baby. You like your zombie games
I
too.
love zombie games, and Frank is back. Oh, I love Frank. He was like the man. So now he's back. So
Yeah, didn't they show they showed the gameplay? Didn't he have like a machine gun in his hand?
he had all kinds of stuff. He had like looked like he had some kind of bio suits or something, and some kind of robotic suits and everything
Yeah.
else. He was, and I was just like, I mean, apparently, according to what I've read and what I've researched and everything else, this is the biggest Dead Rising game yet.
Yeah, that's
So
sweet.
It's going to be pretty open, and they're going to have just a plethora. Yes, I said the word plethora of weapons and things you can
That means a lot, people.
So yeah, it's good. Like I said, I'm pretty excited for it. So.
That's another one of those games I've played every one of and never beaten.
I've beaten 2 and 3. I haven't beat the first one. So
They have they announced Scalebound, which is an exclusive game. I haven't seen much on it. I just saw what the gameplay was during the E3 conference, and
it looks pretty interesting to me. I mean, it's like you got different people. They each have a different type of dragon or something, and so
yeah, it was just meh. You could call a dragon in, and you can ride on a dragon and attack a boss, and it was just eh.
Yeah.
It was all right.
We'll see more as it goes along.
Yeah. Sea of Thieves, which is another exclusive game they announced by
It is.
Rare.
Yes, and actually, Rare took Sea of Thieves and based it off of one of my all-time favorite movies, The Goonies.
The Goonies.
That's what Sea of Thieves is based off of. So
I love The Goonies.
I think it's going to be pretty exciting. I mean, you can't go wrong when you base anything off The Goonies. So,
I guess not.
so
They have another game. I don't know if you all played State of Decay, but State of Decay 2 is coming out on the Xbox One. That's another exclusive title. It's
I
another
liked
zombie
the
game.
first one. It's kind of like one of those survival. You got to survive and real time survival type stuff. so.
Exactly. I mean, it's a zombie survival game. Then, like I said, most of it is based on dashboard updates. Like, we're going to be able to play background music again, finally, like we did on the 360 during our gameplay.
That would be good.
So, there's going to be clubs now that you can join. You can join, like, first-person shooter clubs, car clubs. You can...
Why do I feel like I'm in school?
Yeah.
Join our club, guys.
Then they have looking for group on Xbox Live, and I think this is a pretty cool thing. Let's say you're wanting to play Gears of War 4, and you're only one player, and you hate playing by yourself like I do. I don't play first-person shooters, third-person shooters. I don't play multiplayer games by myself at all. Now you can put your name out there saying you're looking for a group to party up to 4 people, and it'll match you with people of like interests as you, so you can play a game with them.
Well, that's pretty good.
I think it's pretty neat.
Yeah, I mean, I try and get on to play a little first-person shooters every now and again, stuff like that. And I really don't like playing by myself because I like to be able to have a group I can talk with and say, hey, let's check this out, do this, move here, whatever. And that's the thing, you get no communication, that's where you keep losing all your matches or whatever. I think that's pretty close to about it for Microsoft, except a couple more little things. One big thing, actually, is someone special's coming to Microsoft.
Oh yeah, I missed that.
Cortana.
Oh yeah, Cortana. I remember Cortana.
Yes.
Windows 10. Cortana is finally coming to the Xbox.
Yes, she is. Which ought to be pretty interesting. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I downloaded Cortana on my phone.
Did you? I tried Cortana on my phone.
I just love to hear her voice.
Does she answer questions
She
like
does.
Siri?
She does. I asked her if she'd marry me, and she said no, she wouldn't do it yet. So
Really?
she said she needed to get to know me better.
Oh.
Hey, there's still a shot. You don't never know.
Take her to dinner first.
I might do that. The controllers, we got some nice controllers coming out. The Gears of War Elite controller, which looks sweet, but I'm still not going to buy an Elite controller.
No, didn't you buy one for your son? You said.
Hey, I got an incredible deal on that, so I couldn't complain. So.
I know. I heard the deal was offered to me first.
But I still got it.
I turned it down because an Elite controller is just not my thing. But I will buy the new designable controllers. They're the same price. You can go in and customize your colors of your grips and your thumbsticks and
everything. I think there's about
triggers.
7 million designs or something.
Yeah, I will be partaking in that.
It looks pretty good. I mean, you can, like I said, like Mike was saying, you can pretty much do anything you want as far as colors and grips and everything else. So.
And they also announced that Minecraft will be able to connect to any device coming up, and is also going to support VR.
Oh, what I like to call Minecraft.
Yeah. I've never played Minecraft, but my kids are never off of Minecraft.
I can tell you how many times I've played Minecraft on one hand and still have 4 fingers left over. So,
my kids love it. I don't know what it is.
But it did give me 4 achievements. The 15 minutes I played of it. So.
Well, that's cool. Well, next is Sony. I know we're running late. It's past our half-hour mark, but, there's just so much information to pass on that it's kind of hard to squeeze it all together. You want the best of the news, so
we're going to try and get through all this as easy as we can, as quick as we can, and as much informative as we can. So
I liked how Sony opened up. Sony opened up with a plethora, which means a lot, of games.
Don't be taking my word, man.
And the first one they opened up with was God of War 4.
Yes, and more yes. I guess Kratos done rip through all the, the regular gods, the Zeus and all them, the Greek gods. So now he's going after all the Norse gods now. So we'll see how that works. Looks pretty good. Looks like kind of an older, seasoned, more grizzled Kratos. So.
Yeah, I'm just not sure if I want to play as his kid though. They show the kid. I don't know if that's
God of War Jr.
Yeah, God of War Jr. shooting his bow and arrow. I don't know if I want to do that yet, but I mean, if it's some Kratos, I'm all in for it. But if I'm playing as this kid, I might not be interested.
Well, you got to play a little bit here and there, I guess. Like you said, Sony announced a ton of games, and that's what everyone wants, man. You want games, you want content, you want stuff like that. The next one is huge, absolutely huge, since Hideo Kojima went to Sony's exclusive now, mind you.
Right.
And he announced his game Death Stranding with Norman Reedus. I mean, it was just a huge reveal on that one. So.
Unfortunately, we don't know what the game's about yet.
No, we don't.
We just know it's got Hideo Kojima and Norman Reedus. 2 great things for one game. So the possibilities are endless right now.
Yes, definitely. Finally, The Last Guardian's coming. After, 12 or 13 years they've been working on this thing. It looks really good. I don't know. They say it's kind of a combination of Eco and Shadow of the Colossus. You got big giant creatures you have to fight and everything else.
Right.
You got this big guardian thing that's protecting the kid, trying to get him somewhere. So, I mean, it looks beautiful and everything else, but again, that's just one of those games. I don't know. It's been so long since they've been announcing it. You're like, do I want it now after this long? And if I get it, and it's just a horrible game, I waited this long to get it, now what? So,
Right.
I'm kind of on the fence about it, so I'll kind of wait to see if some more reviews come out on it and see what about it.
The game that looked awesome to me was Detroit Become Human. That game looked amazing to me.
I have not seen anything on this yet. I've been wanting to, and I just haven't had the opportunity. But my son said he looked, and he said it just looks absolutely amazing. Also,
Yeah, it looks beautiful. I mean, I don't. This game looks so realistic. It's just it's amazing to me. I don't. I mean, the technology that we're in right now, it's a great time to be a gamer.
yeah, definitely. Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, that has that little RPG feel to it.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I guess you're hunting dinosaurs or something is what it is.
Yeah.
Looks like they're kind of robotic dinosaurs or something, like some kind of mech or something attached to them or something. To me, what I was gathering, I don't see on it.
Yeah, I'm not remembering right now. Is that the one where you're playing the chick?
Yes.
And not sorry to use the word chick, but the girl with the bow and arrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That game looked pretty good. I know it had, like I said, it had that RPG feel to it, so I'll probably pick up and play it.
Announced the reboot of Crash Bandicoot. It's a huge thing for Sony. That's one of their staples.
Yeah, my wife is ecstatic about this. She has beaten every Crash Bandicoot game there is, and she will buy them all again and reboot.
Hey, I got to play the first Crash Bandicoot on Uncharted 4. There's a little secret game you can play on there.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I've never played any of the Uncharted games.
Oh my God, you're missing out.
Yeah, I know I am. I just now got a PS4, so.
You know how I am about zombie games.
Mm-hmm.
They announced Days Gone.
This game looks crazy zombie filled. Like you said World War Z zombies.
Yeah,
like,
they're just coming at you like ridiculous.
Yeah, so
And
many.
It's got that that Last of Us vibe. It's got that the state of decay where you have to survive and stuff like that. It's got
It shows them picking up scraps and stuff, so you're going to be able to obviously make stuff to help you survive, make weapons probably.
Yeah. It just looks crazy and it looks good. It looks like it's a third person over the shoulder, which, like I said, it's kind of that Last of Us type thing. It's like a zombie apocalypse, just crazy World War Z zombies running crazy at you. I will definitely just be keeping an eye on this one, man, because if it looks like anything like that, I'm definitely going to be picking this one up.
Yeah, I'm definitely picking it up. I mean, just by the amount of zombies that come out of that train car in the video clip of it, just right there, she killing all those zombies like that. That just made me want to play it. I'm playing it. That game is being played by me.
Another one that was huge that no one ever even expected was Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean,
Insomniac's making this thing. It looks crazy good.
Exclusive to PS4. I mean, that's the first.
Sony still doesn't own the rights to Spider-Man.
Yeah, but they've been releasing them to Microsoft on all the.
Yeah, but they got to come back with some of their own stuff now.
So I mean, this is huge. I mean, my wife loves Spider-Man games again. I like Spider-Man games.
Well, you got your PS4 now. You can play it.
I'm going to be playing Spider-Man.
Again, Insomniac, they did. I can't even draw a blank now. The grinding game. We were talking about this the other day. The
grinding game? You got me lost now.
I've drawn a blank now. Anyway, Insomniac, great company. They've made a ton of games. It looks fantastic. It looks like a lot of parkour stuff, a lot of different moves. It's like I said, it looks good. I'm really excited for it. I hope they show some more content in the future on it. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I have to see more on it. I know. The next ones they announced was they're calling the Puke Factor at E3. Was Resident Evil 7 in VR.
Oh yeah, I played the actual demo of it, not the VR demo, but the actual demo of it, and it's pretty creepy. I'm not gonna lie, it's like really creepy. It it reminds me a lot of just like a Fatal Frame or what's it?
Saw. Did you play any of the Saw games?
No, I didn't play the Saw games.
Those were pretty good games.
But like that, it's just kind of like you have a flashlight and you're just staring out, looking at just everything's moving at you, shifting on you, doing whatever. The only bad thing about it is it's first person. It's not third person anymore, like all the Resident Evil games. And all the characters from the Resident Evil games that you've grown to love and everything else, gone. All new characters. So, can you really classify it as a Resident Evil game?
I don't know. I'll still play it. I mean, then next they announced all their VR games that they got coming out. And they announced quite a few of them. Batman Arkham VR, Final Fantasy 15 VR, Star Wars Battlefront VR, Star Wars X-Wing VR, Star Trek Bridge Crew VR, Farpoint VR.
Batman.
Yep. I mean, just...
Resident Evil 7, obviously, we just talked about that.
Yep.
So yeah, there's quite a bit coming out for the VR, which is this massive price point, which again, I will not be getting.
No, for $3.99, I am not buying.
Oh, Sunset Overdrive, that's the game I was thinking of.
Sunset Overdrive.
That's Insomniac, that one.
That's all the parkouring game.
Yes.
You should have said parkouring game.
Well, I did mention parkour in there somewhere.
You said Saw game or something. Like
You said Saw game.
What did you say? Circular game or something?
No, I said grinding.
Grinding game.
He was grinding.
Like grinding on a girl or something?
No. Like skateboard grinding. Come on, man.
Skateboard grinding.
Skaters understand what I'm talking about.
I'm not a skater. I'm too fat to be a skater.
Well, I am too, but that's beside the point.
So is there anything else we're missing from PS4?
I think that's it on the PlayStation. I think we're good. We covered pretty much everything. A couple things we did not go over though is some third-party stuff. We missed one of the big ones.
We missed Call of Duty Infinite Warfare.
Yes, we did.
And a Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered.
Yes, which I will probably be getting Call of Duty Infinite Warfare just for Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered.
Yes.
As well as pretty much everyone I've talked to is going to be doing the same thing. So.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing the same thing too.
So,
on my Xbox, though, for some reason, I do not play first-person shooters on PlayStation.
No, and I'm the same way with you. I prefer to play like all my first-person shooters on the Xbox. I guess it's got a bigger range as far as like multiplayer. So I prefer to do that also.
Yeah, I mean, I play all RPs on PlayStation. That's just it. But first-person shooters, it's got to be Xbox for me. We also missed Lego Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
Which there's a demo out now.
Yeah. Skylander Imagination. You're going to be able to create your own Skylanders.
See, that's all you meant.
Oh, it don't interest me, but I got kids, so my kids
yes,
would be
that's
interested.
true. I know Connor and Kevin play Skylanders all the time, so on the 360. So, well, it's I guess for them.
So I guess that was to Nintendo. Nintendo's press conference, let me just tell you, it was massive.
In case you didn't notice, that was sarcasm.
There was no, it wasn't sarcasm. They had the biggest E3 booth with the least amount of content.
Yet, supposedly, according to everyone, they stole the show.
Yep.
They pretty much stole the show with one game.
Zelda Breath of the Wild.
I guess the only thing I can think of is the only reason why they stole it is they haven't come out with Zelda game for how long.
Yeah.
For the Twilight Sword or whatever.
Yeah, I don't even remember.
The Twilight Princess and something Wayward Sword, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Of course, the Wayward Sword was just a horrible game anyway.
Yeah, and this one, it's more of an open world concept. You got hunting and gathering, all this.
Yeah, I watched the little playthrough video. It showed him diving in the water, fishing, cutting down trees, climbing cliffs.
Yeah.
Everything else. I mean, he had to sneak up on a horse to catch a horse and break it and everything else.
Yeah.
I'm stuck on how Nintendo. Here's our one game, and they're just.
And the sad part is the game doesn't come out until 2017.
No, it doesn't. And the sad thing too, we didn't even mention too, Sony, half their games don't come out till next year either.
Yeah.
So they gave us plenty of content, just not now.
Yeah.
So.
Here's what could happen, but it's not gonna happen yet. The other game they announced, of course, is Pokemon Sun and Moon. which I'll end up having to buy both of those for my kids.
Gotta catch them all.
Gotta catch them all. I've never played a Pokemon game.
I have never played either, but and I probably never will.
I won't either. I don't know. Maybe I'll play Pokemon Go though. That actually sounds interesting to me. It's a free mobile game.
You were describing to me earlier. I mean, I might catch myself taking a picture or two every now and
Yeah,
again.
you take your camera on your phone, and somehow you get notification that there's a Pokemon near you somewhere outside in the world, and at special landmarks, like there's one at the Eiffel Tower and one at the Statue of Liberty, and you take a picture with your camera and a Pokemon will appear in there, and then you collect your Pokemon.
Yes, because I plan on going to Paris soon, so I can
it-
take my picture.
yeah,
Take
but
my
no,
picture while I'm there.
It takes it's more real too. I'm just added the landmarks as locations too, but it's more real world. So, and then the Nintendo X will launch March of 2017,
Yes,
which I wonder if that's before their Zelda game.
I'm probably guessing. Well, I'm probably seeing a bundle.
Well, no, the Zelda game's not coming out for the NX. The Zelda game's coming out for the Wii U.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe you don't ever know. They could change it between now and then.
So I don't know. We'll have to see.
We'll have to see. Couple quick things. We got a couple questions we need to check to kind of touch up on, but I wanted to point out a couple things too that were missing. Crackdown 3. Nothing. When we did it 2 years ago, we said, "Oh, Crackdown 3," now still nothing.
You know that project is two multiplayer in the beginning and campaign with DLC.
Well, that's kind of crappy.
Yeah, that's so it's got a lot of us Crackdown fans a little bit.
Good. They actually got here a while back, and again, non-existent. First one was really good. I played the crap out of it when it was out, but now nothing. Another thing too is Rockstar. They nothing.
Yeah,
They weren't even there. No, I heard they were supposed to have their own little press conference here in the next couple of months, so maybe we'll see something then. Maybe a little Red Dead 3, hopefully.
yeah.
I don't know.
I know they're redoing Final Fantasy 12. We forgot to mention that. There's another Kingdom Hearts game coming out.
Yes, I think it's going to be the final Kingdom Hearts game, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. Dragon Quest Builders is coming out. Star Ocean, the new Star Ocean game's coming out.
A lot of old Japanese RPG stuff.
Yeah. I mean, that's all from Square Enix.
Final Fantasy VII reboot, which is going to be episodic. Yay. I think, Telltale ruined it for everybody. It's like, hey, we can make money off of these things. Let's just make them pieces and just start doing it. So now you got this, you got Hitman, you got Final Fantasy VII. It's just like, boom.
Yeah. Now, Shane, one of our friends, had a question. He wanted to know why the HoloLens was not at E3. And Chris actually had a pretty good answer for this, so I'll let him answer this question.
Shane, because it's $3,000. Want to spend $3,000 on it so you think you'll play games. But no, seriously, I do gaming. I believe it's geared towards more just everyday PC and business. A lot of designing, graphic designing, maybe architectural stuff. I think that's what they're going to use the HoloLens for more than anything. I think that when they announced it at E3, last year, the year before,
Last year, yeah.
they were thinking about the whole VR system now, using that. But with the price point, people don't want to pay $3,000 to sit there and play a computer, play a game for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever.
No, Microsoft's got another one in the works. What was it called? Oculus?
Yes, so
it's probably going to be more affordable of a price tag, and that's what they're doing with their Xbox. So, the next question we got to get through these pretty quick because we're way over on time. Dane wanted to know if we thought Nintendo was losing its place and sticking to its hits to keep itself alive, like Mario Brothers and Zelda. And
I've got one for you on that.
Go ahead.
Zelda, Breath of the Wind, Breath of the Wild. So, yes, obviously.
Well, I don't know what people think is bad. The Wii U launch year, they did $3.5 billion worth of sales and had a net operating income of $352 million.
Now that's consoles, games, accessories.
Yeah,
everything,
that's
right?
that's everything. I mean,
which is
in
no
one
slouch.
year.
Yeah.
In 1 year, they profited $350 million off their console. I don't think they're going anywhere anytime soon.
I believe Kent was telling me something about this. Nintendo could lose a certain amount, something like $5 million a year, and still be operable for the next 20, 30 years.
Oh, I imagine. I
They
mean,
could steadily lose $5 million a year and just be operable for 20 years.
right.
So I mean, the thing about Nintendo's been the console, back in 1986 when it first came out or whatever. Nothing else.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
Nintendo.
Yeah.
Atari 2600, 5200, whatever it was.
Until the Sega came along and then kind of expanded from there. But
Yeah.
Nintendo's been for a long time, and they put out one game, everyone's super excited, buy the crap out of this game, and yes, they'll still make money.
Yep. So next show, we're going to talk about all streaming services out there.
Yes, we got a lot of them out there, a lot of interesting things and exclusivities to a lot.
Yeah, so we're discussing is it smart to cut cords and go a streaming service or just cut services on top of your regular provider. I mean, we'll leave that choice up to you guys.
Yep.
But thanks for listening.
Thank you.